In this video we'll be looking at another hide and reveal from our tips and tricks section. Here we'll be dealing with erasing. If you have a look at this quick example, the students have been asked to come up and write down what the word is. They then go up and pick up the eraser. To check the answer, they erase inside the block and they see whether it matches. Let's look and understand exactly how we do that in the beginning, and then we'll go through a number of examples. So the idea is I've gone and found a picture or a word and I've covered it with ink. I then take my pen and I can erase it. Now the important part to remember here is that if I go and take some ink and I pick up my eraser, it will erase ink. However, it won't erase text, shapes, pictures, or lockdown objects. When you're designing this lesson, you need to decide how you're going to do it. Is it going to be text? Is it going to be a picture or a shape? If you want to use ink, you need to lock it down. Now I'm going to create the pen. I have two examples here, a white rectangle and a red rectangle. Therefore, I need to go and create pens that match those colors, because if it was a different color pen, you would see it. You'd go and select your pen. Any pen will do. Select white. Then go down to the thickness. Make sure it's the thickest you can, because then it's the easiest to color in. The line, style, start and end should all be the same. I then go over. It looks like I've Tipp-Ex'd out that, but I've actually just written over it. And the idea is the students will come up, pick up the eraser, and we have a hide and reveal activity. Now, with the red rectangle, I can do the same. I can go select my pen, make sure its color is the thickest, and I can go do the same. However, should you want to do this activity over and over and over, you can actually go and make one of those pens a permanent white color if you're going to use white backgrounds a lot, or red or green, depending on your background. The way we would change that is select the pen, go to my properties tool, and change everything here. So I'd go choose white pen, thick, and then I would click Save Tool Properties. That's important because that will keep it that way. And now when I select that pen, I will have a white thick marker that I can use to go change my backgrounds. When creating this, like we said before, it's important to get what you're going to hide first. So in this instance, I have a picture. I can go hide that. I have some typed text, digital ink. Now, if I was to just go cover that with my white pen, when I went and got my eraser, it would actually erase the digital ink as well. So there's two options. Either convert it to text by clicking on it, going to the drop down and changing it to digital ink, or by taking it, clicking on the object, going down and locking it. So I click on lock and lock in place. That way, when I come to erase, it won't erase. Another good thing to remember here is, especially if you're using a white pen, when we color in the object and we come back to the lesson, you might not know where that object is. So it's always a good idea to try and place it inside a shape and then get the students to come up and erase the shape or erase inside the shape. This will just help with the flow of the lesson. Right, let's look at a few more examples. Here I have Humpty Dumpty. I've selected the background color, and now we can go up and we can erase where the word should be. Another example, I've got a picture that's already got labels. I've then gone and got the matching color pen, in this instance white, and I've just colored over the labels. So we can use this for differentiated work. In our last example, I've used a different color. Here they come up and we can give them clues for them to work out what it is. Instead of erasing the whole word, we can erase a letter at a time. The key points here are to change the color of the pen to match your background, change the thickness to its largest because that just makes it a lot easier, ensure that your style, start and end are the same. If you want to keep that pen because you're going to use it over and over, remember to go to the side tabs, the properties tab, and save your tool properties. And then remember, if you're going to be using ink, you either need to convert it to text or lock it down. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by the Technology Training Academy.